YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hit you with a video. Now this video right here comes out of Missouri by way of Kansas, if you know what I mean. Now, we have a very strange story, and I want to let you all know, first of all, that, you know, it really saddens me to have to do this story, but at the same time, the story must be done because they're like not too many people going to cover it except for your major news outlets or what have you. But we have a 2-year-old child and also a 1-year-old boy, even though the 1-year-old little boy wasn't molested like the 2-year-old girl was, but the 1-year-old child was beaten just like this 2-year-old child was beaten and also raped. And to add more insult to injury, as if that wasn't enough, raping a little child, which I don't know what kind of pleasure these men get or can even conjure up or think of messing with a child and what kind of reward or sexual gratification would they receive. I don't know what the hell is wrong with them, but maybe that's the reason why we have these stories, and also we have places to put these crazy ass people exactly where this no good mom need to be. And also these men that participated in this act, and you ask yourself, how can a mom sit there and watch somebody rape her 2-year-old child easily? Number one, if you don't care about the child, and number two, if you strung out on drugs, as in the case for this situation right here, where the mom didn't care about the child, she didn't care about herself. She was also on drugs very bad, meth, all kinds of things. I'm going to read a snippet from this story and I'm going to give my opinion. Surely as we go. 2-year-old Independence girl raped repeatedly while mom watched, police say. The 2-year-old girl had no daddy, but some terror of men came crying up when her new foster parent tried to change her diaper. Daddy hurt me, she cried. Daddy, stop being mean. Daddy, it hurts. Now, what child, 2-year-old, will be saying this to anybody, you know, unless this child was molested? It is very strange and unique also that this 2-year-old child could really, you know what I'm saying, talk that good, even though we know 2-year-olds, and also we may be kin to some 2-year-old kids that's very articulate and can talk real good and express themselves. But most 2-year-olds, you know what I'm saying, have trouble kind of express themselves. But it's a good thing that this child pointed out, because the mom damn sure wasn't going to point it out, because remember, she's in love with the drugs. Let's continue. Now, the horrors that foster parent discovered June 29th was the worst she had ever seen. According to Kansas City police, the 2-year-old girl had been repeatedly raped, and both she and her 1-year-old brother had scarred and punched her feet like they just torturing these children, like they whooping them up under their damn feet. You ever heard that old saying? That's sad right there, you know. Now, the children's mother faced abuse and endangerment charges in accusations that she said in a recorded conversation that she delivered. Now, this the mom saying this herself. The mom said that she delivered her daughter as many as 10 times to a home in East Kansas City where she witnessed 2 men sexually assaulting the child. I mean, that damn dope got that much control of you where you can't even sit up here and get that monkey off your back. You can't sit up here and knowing the damage that you're doing to yourself and also your child. Since you don't give a damn about yourself, why didn't they want to rape you? And also to these damn men. And I'm glad they had caught them, and the other ones they need to catch also. But to the men also, you have a grown woman right here. Oh, you didn't want her, you want the little baby. That says a lot about them demonic bastards also. They need to all of them need to be lined up in front of a firing squad and let off 50 shots at them. Forget the one shot. We need about 50 shots. Go get us an AK-47. Now, Azzy C. Watson, 25 years old. Look, every bit of going on 45 in the face. That dope done aged. Have you ever seen these people out here be on drugs? And man, you see them 1 minute they like this, and you see them the next minute they like this. The next minute they like this. The next minute they just gone, RIP. But at the same time, this drugs be tearing these people asses up, and it's like they just love this damn dope. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. Like, what kind of self-control, mind control you have? These people are not disciplined by a long shot, because if you was that disciplined, you would know not to put that damn crack pipe or that meth, you know what I'm saying, in your system. You don't need that mess right there. Like I tell people, if you can't just drink a little wine or a little alcohol here and there, or smoke a little, you know what I'm saying, a little weed, marijuana, whatever you want to call it, even though some people say that's bad, some people say it's good. But the point is, all this extra hard drugs, I mean, you don't really need that shit. Now, she's 25 years old, look, every bit of 45, and from Independence. Now, she faces 3 counts of abuse in neglect and 1 count of endangerment because her children allegedly lived in the presence of methamphetamine and amphetamine. Watson's 43-year-old boyfriend, Charles D. Green, 43, 25 years old. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That must have been somebody who was dibbling in the dark side, if you know what I mean. Now, is also charged with 2 counts of endangering the welfare of a child for possessing, methamphetamine in the presence of both children. No one has yet been arrested or charged with raping the child, a Kansas City police spokesman said Wednesday. The case remains under investigation. Well, KPD, you need to talk to Miss Azzy Watson and tell her to take you all to these men, because I'm pretty sure she know where the house is exactly, and I'm pretty sure she know these guys' name. So there's no excuse for an arrest not to be made, because I thought there was an arrest made already. That says a lot about the police in there, because number one, if this happened in most other states, they're gonna be over your ass like right on rice. You know what I'm saying? Like flies on shit. You know. Now Watson, who has other charges pending in Wyandotte County, was in custody in Wyandotte County Jail as police began investigating the foster parents' discovery. Just messed this whole child up. Now she gone with her life in jail somewhere. Young as she is, just young, dumb, and full of what. The children were taken to a children's mercy hospital where officials summoned police at the hospital. Green, who had been taken into custody that day by Independence police on an unrelated charge, provided police a recording of Watson in which she apparently admitted she had seen 2 men sexually assaulting her 2-year-old daughter. She said in the recording that she was embarrassed about going back to the men in the house and that she knew it was bad and was so wrong, according to an investigative statement. But just like Chris Rock said, Pookie on New Jack City, that shit keeps calling me. You know what I'm saying? When that drug keep calling you, that dope keep calling you, you know what I'm saying? It's a hard monkey to get rid off of. You know what I'm saying? People are steal from their own mama, you know what I'm saying? Steal from their own grandma, beat their own daddies up just to get some damn money, to go get some damn drugs, or try to take their stuff and sell it if they can't pawn it anymore. Now, Watson said she was involved in sexual activity with the men and saw that her daughter was being sexually assaulted. She called herself a coward. A coward, yes, you are. But what's even more worse is the fact that here's a full-grown woman, a fully developed body, but these grown-ass men, these grown-ass men didn't want her. They want the child. That says a lot right there. And that's why these men need to be dealt with ASAP, any kind of way, on site. Investigators spoke with Watson in an interview room at the jail on July the 10th. Watson told them that the recording was not true and that she had felt threatened by her boyfriend and told him lies because he wasn't believing the truth, the investigative statement said, which sounded like another damn lie. Now, she still refused to come clean. She still refused to say what really happened, because the reason why, like I said earlier in the video, no arrest has been made because she's not cooperating and she's not telling these people who raped her child and also gave this little 2-year-old girl an STD. And the thing about it, you all might be saying, damn, that's messed up to get a girl an STD. Of course, but think about it, put it in a logical perspective. If these guys is dirty enough and nasty enough to sleep with a child and mess with a little old kid, a toddler, quite surely they out here screwing everything that ain't tied down. They knocking the post off of everything they come across. So quite naturally, they're going to have an STD. They're going to have herpes. They're going to have syphilis, gonorrhea. Who knows? They probably have the bull-headed claps, if you know what I mean. Now, she told police that she did not take her children to another home and that she and her children were living with Green at his motorcycle shop on US 40 in Independence. Got these children living in a damn motorcycle shop. You know why? Because mama want to be a drug head. We don't know what the real daddy at. The real daddy probably just some chick he met walking down the street or some chick in a club or whatever hell else. He's nowhere in the damn picture. And this is why it's important for fathers also to be in your children's lives, because if the mama falls, the daddy can take the slack. If the dad falls, the mama can take the slack. But damn, what the child is to do if the child don't have nobody standing up doing nothing and being a contributing factor to society, that's not out there working, that's not out there trying to provide for them. What is the child to do? The child is going to be the one left to suffer while these nasty ass no good parents go on by their business and thinking that they ain't did nothing wrong to that child, but you done just destroyed this whole damn child even before the child done even had a chance to start the damn pre-K. Medical records show that the 2-year-old had contracted a sexually transmitted infection and had amphetamines in her system. Both of the children had scarred feet, embedded with sharp metal objects, which Washington said may have happened from walking around with shoes in a motorcycle shop. Just got all kinds, like loose metal shavings and stuff for those of you who done worked in the CNC shops in these paper mills or any kind of mill, steel mills. You have little metal shavings on the floor, and those metal shavings will get up in your damn shoes and also your feet or your socks, depends on what it comes in contact with. But that's what they meant about that right there. She said her children called Green Daddy. Watson rarely had a stable home while growing up in Great Bend, Kansas. said Ari Crawford, a childhood friend. She seemed happy for the most part. Crawford said, I don't think the constant moving really impacted her much. She was always wanting to become friends with new people. It's crazy to me that she let this happen to her 2-year-old. It's not really crazy when you add in drugs, when you add in people who just have this certain type of mindset that, they're going to do anything to get their fix. And it's like the drugs just take over them. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak from the perspective from a drug head because I never been a damn drug head, another addict or anything like that, because I like to work and I like, to keep myself up, and I also like money. So no way in hell I'm going to be out there gambling or smoking damn crack and all this other stuff. But at the same time, something must take control of these people to make these people just forget who the hell they are. But it's like this. It's like they're damn near one step towards that anyway. If you really look at these people that get hooked on drugs, 9 times out of 10, unless they done got a slip to Mickey, like if you had a part somebody slip you something, that's different. You have no control over that, because unless you're a psychic and you can predict the future, that's the only way you can prevent that, because you don't know what somebody may put in your drink, your cigar, your cigarette, whatever. I mean, they got all kinds of ways they can do things. But if you willingly participate in this stuff and you knowing and you seeing what's going on and you still go ahead and keep doing it, you just as much guilty as the person who's giving it to you. Now, Watson was 8 when they met. Watson lived with her grandmother for a while, Crawford said, then with a family friend. When Watson was 14, the friend died and she moved to a foster home run by the friend's daughter. A year ago, Watson was arrested and charged in Wyandotte County with felony drug distribution. She was free on bond and did not appear in court for her preliminary hearing in December, adding a contempt of court charge and a warrant for her arrest. While Kansas City police investigated the new child abuse and neglect charges, Watson was jailed on the pending Wyandotte County charges. She remains in custody in Wyandotte County on a $20,000 bail. The foster parent who took in Watson's children saw something else she'd never seen before, she told police. Despite their fear, she said, neither of the children ever asked for their mom. They never even asked about the woman. They were so glad to be somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Around people who really showed them genuine love, that they never even one time asked for their mom. Now, you have to remember also, it's a 2-year-old girl and it's a 1-year-old boy. Now, wouldn't a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old ask for their mom? But these children are not as crazy as you think they is. Just like a dog. If you mistreat a dog long enough, or a cat, as soon as you open that door to let that cat or dog outside, whether it's to pee or whether you're going to check your mailbox and they have a chance to get free and get away from you, they're going to run till they can't run no more. They'll rather run and get hit by a car than go in the house and live in bondage and torture. And I don't blame them, period. But that goes to show you that these children did not even ask for their own mom, a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, because they knew evidently some kind of way that this woman did not love them, and the people that they're with now showing them love. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, they have the home they have. And of course, these children are going to be living with these scars, especially a 2-year-old, and may the Most High bless her. And also, it's so sad that this little child already has a sexually transmitted disease by some grown-ass, demonic-ass men who her mom decided to sell the daughter to just to get some damn drugs. Now, she said she had never housed foster children who did not ask for their parents. And I never heard that one either. And I've been doing I've been doing a lot of stories, and pretty much most of them coincide with the children always asking about the parent. But in this case, these children did not even ask about the parent or the mom or whatever, because, in their hearts, they must not see her as the mom, and the new woman they got them now, they must look at her as the mom. And I wish them the best, and they should never give these children back to this woman. And you all might say, well, what if she get herself clean? Well, you know what? If was a filth, we all would be drunk. So at the same time, these children are better with somebody else than with the mom, because it goes to show you the mom cannot even function on her own, yet alone try and take care of 2 younger children. But it's a sad day in this world where we have grown men who would choose to lay down with a little old toddler, a little baby, and think that that's really something. But it's even more sad when we have women out here, when we have men who lead these women by themselves, whether it was a one-night stand or whatnot. They're still this guy child to whoever his name is. They never brought him up because he's a non-factor. He's an absentee sperm donor, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, stay in your children's life, whether you and that woman like each other or not. And this is why you should be careful who you lay down and open your legs to later. And guys, and this is another reason why you should be careful who you try to impregnate and be with also, because you never know how this is going to turn out. You never know. These children, you know what I'm saying, whether you like the woman or not, still do for your children. That's what it really matters. Let me know what you all think about this situation, because this is a sad day that we have grown men down here molesting children, giving them diseases, period. Well, without the disease, but it's even more worse when it's even a disease involved. Let me know what you all think about this video. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and definitely share the video. At the same time, love them children, protect them children with your very life, because what if that was you? What if that was you? I always think about that before you do something to anybody, whether they're young, middle age, or old. Think about that. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If you don't want nobody doing you like that, don't do it to the next person. I'm out.